It was a dark and stormy night. Appropriate, because who we're talking about tonight is the master of suspense horror. Yes, the Vincent Price.
Hey, great, you found us. Thanks for tuning in. This is Not Good at Normal.
It's actually raining and thundering, so it's so appropriate. On the eve of the anniversary of the death of Vincent Price. Vincent Price was born in St. Louis, Missouri in May of 1911, and he died at 82 years old in 1993. Most people know him as the master of horror, suspense. He did quite a number of things. He was a connoisseur of great art. He went to Yale University and then went on to study at an art institute in London. He collected art. He was an artist himself. He was a cookbook writer. He wrote several books, actually, not just a few cookbooks. He had his own cooking show on British television. I would love to get my hands on that and see what that was like. I've recently ordered a Vincent Price cookbook, so I'm excited to see what that's like. I need to get his daughter's book. Victoria Price wrote a book about him, so I'm interested in reading that. I've been a fan of Vincent Price forever. Love campy type of movies. A lot of the Universal movie monsters is where I started loving all that type of monster movies and the campiness. But Vincent Price is really known as like his 50s and 60s horror type of, like one of the best ones he's known for is House on Haunted Hill. And then we've got one of my personal favorites was he played a doctor in a movie called Shock, where it's really a psychological. He tries to make this woman think that she's crazy and that she didn't see him accidentally kill someone, and then he tries to go on and kill her. So, did I just spoil it? Anyway, it's, I think, one of his earlier films, so it's really worth watching. Can't really see. How appropriate, right? Thunder and rain and stuff for talking about Vincent Price. So I really was thinking about Vincent Price recently because one of the best wrong turns I ever made here in St. Louis, I ended up right in front of the National Candy Factory. The National Candy Company was built by his father, but started by his grandfather, the original Vincent Clarence Price, who is the inventor of baking powder, which is a fascinating story, and I'm writing a blog about it. So please head on over to the blog. It'll be linked in the description. And it's fascinating history, not only for St. Louisans, but history in general. Or, if you love movies and Vincent Price, hopefully you do because you're watching this.
So Vincent's grandfather, Vincent Clarence Price, was not only the inventor of baking powder and flavoring extracts, but he was also president of another company, a confectionery, in which his son, Vincent L. Price, was treasurer. After learning that the World's Fair of 1904 was going to be held in St. Louis, he bought his father's interest, and the National Candy Company was formed in 1903, just in time for hundreds and thousands of candy manufacturers all around to go to the World's Fair. The National Candy Company was formed by merging several local and national companies and headquartering in the St. Louis, Missouri area. It was the largest candy company in the entire nation. Vincent left St. Louis to attend Yale University and studied art in London, where he starred in a few stage plays. Well, not long after that, Broadway called, and then shortly thereafter, Vincent Price, the actor, moved to Hollywood. He began his film career, and his first film was called Service Deluxe. He was in westerns, filmed war, and made his very lasting impression as villains and misdirected cads, camping it up the entire way. Only he didn't necessarily call it campy. No, he was a classic trained actor, but you could tell he was really having fun. And in those horror films, he really did camp it up. That's where his lasting legacy lies, as one of the most beloved horror actors. Some of his best-known works are Edgar Allan Poe adaptations and the classic 3D, the very first 3D film ever actually, House of Wax. He was also a very funny and kind man. Many younger people today may recognize at least his voice and the laughter, of course, in the spoken word parts or rap part of Michael Jackson's greatest song, Thriller. Vincent Price's last movie was not really the dad, but the creator, the dad figure, with Johnny Depp in Edward Scissorhands. Actually, he's the only reason I saw that movie, and I only saw it probably like 2-3 years ago. I mean, Johnny Depp is a gorgeous young man, but give me Vincent Price any day. If you're in the St. Louis area, you can visit Vincent Price's star on our very own Star Walk of Fame in the Delmar Loop area, in front of, very appropriately, an art gallery. This is Teresa with Not Good at Normal.